KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV in association with Macklin's in Marbella at the press conference for Canelo versus Smith. With me I've got another Smith, Paul Smith. Looks like you're in a Chinese restaurant, actually.
Oh yeah, probably think I am, whoever's watching this anyway.
What a massive opportunity, September 17th, for your brother Liam. Crying out for a big fight.
Yeah.
One thing saying it and one thing getting it as well.
Exactly.
He called for it and got it.
Yeah, he's got it. And it's a brilliant fight. Great opponent, someone who everyone in our house admires. Canelo, you're massive fans. I think if you're a boxing fan, you can't not be a fan. A lot of people not happy with the fight because they wanted to see Canelo fighting Golovkin, but ask Liam, he doesn't give a shit. He's not bothered. Liam's got his fight. He's getting paid well for it. He's got a chance to really make a statement and beat one of the best fighters out there at the minute. You know, and he is top three probably in many people's book. Brilliant opportunity and one that he's grasping with both hands, and I'm made up for him.
What about the jump up in level? Obviously, his last two performances against Jimmy Kelly and John Thompson, he's stepping up to the absolute elite of world boxing now.
Of course, and listen, Jimmy Kelly and Thompson are nowhere near on Canelo's level, obviously, but Liam outclassed the pair of them and was levels above them. And you know, I'm not saying he's on Canelo's level, but he's certainly got the potential to be on that level. He is a quality fighter, Liam. We've always said it in the gym, in the house, you know, us brothers and his trainer. Anyone who's trained Liam will know, or trained with him will know that how good he is and how underrated he is. I spar Callum quite a bit. I spar Liam quite a bit. And I'm not saying Liam's better than Callum, but I get better spars from Callum. You know, from Liam, sorry. Callum's a bit painful when you get caught off him, you know what I mean? It's not a nice feeling to have, but the point is I get far more technical spars out of Liam, more variety out of Liam. He is like fighting a different fighter every time, a new fighter every time, with the variety that he's got and the class that he's got and the shot selection that he's got. It sounds like I'm writing Callum off. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination. It's hard work at sparring Callum, but I prefer sparring Liam, even though he's a lighter weight, because of Liam will throw about 500 punches at you in a couple of rounds, all different shots, different angles. You know, the variety of them, as I said, is unbelievable, and he's a quality fighter. And it's that old cliche of you'll see the best out of him when he fights someone better, but this is probably the best out there at the minute near his weight, and it's going to be some experience for Liam and some, you know, no bigger chances to showcase what you've got really on that scene in Dallas in a 80, 70, 80, 90,000 seater stadium, whatever it may be, you know, live in the States and being shown in Britain against one of the best, and he'll relish it, I'm sure he will.
It's a bit of a Brit mentality. Not to get behind fighters regardless of how big the fight is. Remember when you were fighting Andre Ward, people saying, why is Paul Smith fighting Andre Ward? But I remember talking to you around and he said, what you meant to do, not take the fight because...
Why wouldn't I fight him? Same with Liam, and he's world champion, he's got a hell of a lot to lose. I had nothing to lose fighting Andre Ward, you know, I just lost for my world title. So Liam's world champion, he's got a hell of a lot to lose, he's got a lot to gain, but he has got a lot to lose. He can lose his belt, and people keep writing him off and saying, you know, oh well, it's a no-lose situation. Of course it's a lose situation. He could lose his world title. He's world champion going into this, and I call it Canelo Smith. It's never bothered me, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Hashtag, remember Frampton Quigg, you know, Quigg Frampton, didn't bother me. For me it was Quigg Frampton because Quigg was in our gym, but to all the Irish lads and all the fellow Frampton fans, you know, it was Frampton Quigg, and the show was billed like Frampton Quigg, so that doesn't bother me. But like with this Canelo Smith, Canelo's the star, but Liam's the champion. I think Canelo's walking second, but again, it doesn't ask Liam, you know what I mean? It's just, as long as there's a ring and you're in there and you're going to fight, let's go for it, you know, that's all he's thinking, and that's all his attitude.
All that other stuff's about ego more than anything else.
Exactly, it doesn't bother me in the slightest, you know what I mean? If I had to beat Abraham in the first fight and the next fight was Abraham Smith too, no, it's not going to, I'm not bothered about anything like that. I don't think you would be bothered if you got a world title around your waist, but like with this, Canelo wants this, and Canelo wants to be walking in second and announced second and all that, but he's the home fighter technically, so
I remember when
he should be
Barker
allowed
fought
to.
Sturm actually, all the posters in Germany, even though Barker was champion, was Sturm Barker because
And he's the promoter as
yeah,
well, isn't he? So it is how it is. But as you say, if you've got a big ego, it'll take over. But if you don't let the ego get in the way, then it's just business, innit? It's boxing, and you probably get paid a little bit more for that privilege as well.
as a boxing fan, after Canelo beat Khan, the fight we kind of expected and wanted at the time was Golovkin versus Canelo. Golovkin's fighting now KELL Brook. What chance do you give KELL in that fight, having to move up to 160 as well?
I said on the way down here, I think for a few rounds you could see probably Golovkin getting picked off a little bit troubled, typical KELL Brook style. He's a quality fighter. Then I think the inevitable will probably happen and he'll probably catch up with him. But for KELL Brook, that is a no-lose situation because he wouldn't lose his title. He'd still be champion. He's getting paid very, very well for it. Rumours are it's around £3.5 million, something like that. Great payday for him, which he wouldn't have got against the likes of Chavez or a few other fighters around that weight. And he's got a chance, of course he's got a chance. If I say KELL Brook hasn't got a chance and I say Liam has, then I'm being a hypocrite, aren't I? You've got a chance and his style is there to upset the apple cart, but Golovkin's a bit of a beast.
Who's got the harder fight? From Liam and KELL?
For me, Brook. I don't think it's a question of it, Brook. Just because of the jump up in weight and strength. And if this was Golovkin going up 2 weights, then you think okay, but it's someone going up 2 weights to fight against Golovkin. You know what I mean? And I know KELL's a big lad. I know he's a quality fighter. I know he's strong, and I do rate him. I rate him massively. He's world champion, and it's just a big ask. Golovkin's he's a different breed, isn't he? He's a one-off. I've said about him for ages. He's the Daniel Geale knockout. He gets caught with a shot. What would rock a lot of fighters, comes back with a counter after he's been caught, knocks Geale out with it. He was a tough, durable kid, and just little examples like that. The body shot I've seen him do Macklin with. Remember before that fight thinking we'll see how good he really is, because Macklin's a good stamp. If he beats Macklin and looks good doing so, you'll see how good he is. And he caught Macklin with that body shot, and fighters that are durable, he's taken out of there, and they're middleweights or big light middles. At least KELL's a welter coming up. So I'd love KELL to do it, but I am a big fan of Golovkin, and I think everyone's a fan not because of the person, because of what he does in the ring.
I'm assuming you haven't retired yet?
No.
Still going. Any news?
September 10th, and then just waiting on getting a phone call from Eddie or Joe to get back over to Germany possibly. We're just waiting to see what's happening with the titles and everything open up at the minute. But I've been training for the last 3 or 4 weeks down in the Rotunda. I've been in with Joe a couple of times. It's a busy time for the gym. I'll have to get in case Liam needs any help sparring, or in case he needs me. He's more than welcome to. I'll gladly help him out, obviously. But I've got 8 weeks myself to get fit to fight now as well, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Sympathetic vote for the people that booked Vegas?
Yeah, my wife's done it as well. My wife and kids. It's my son's birthday on the same day as the fight, so I'm not missing his birthday. So he's coming with me. So we're all going to go over there, and I'm going to fly to Dallas the morning of the fight, see my lad, and then go over to Dallas and then get back. But yeah, I am sympathetic, but it's not bad, the inland flight, if they want to do that. Or if they can change, then they'll be able to change. But the inland flight's not too bad at all, to be honest with you. And it's a good experience in it, you're getting to see a bit more of the States.
And good experience not to book anything till it's absolutely nailed on, confirmed.
Yeah, but it's a gamble you take, and you pay a bit more by doing so. And we've had his own family booked Vegas, so it's not like he was conning anyone. You know what I mean? His own family have booked it, so it's not like anything he could do or anything the promoters could do. It was mentioned as Vegas first, and then he got told not to mention Vegas by Liam, and then obviously he found Dallas. But I'm excited to get to Dallas, and it wouldn't bother me if it was up in Wisconsin in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? As long as he's fighting, we'll be there.
Alright, Paul, listen, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you over the next month or so. Alright, thanks mate.